Chapter 1: What's a Crucial Conversation, and Who Cares? In the opening chapter of the book Crucial Conversations, the authors introduce the concept of crucial conversations and emphasize their significance in our lives. They define a crucial conversation as a discussion or interaction that has high stakes, varying opinions, and strong emotions involved. The authors highlight that how we handle these crucial conversations can significantly impact the outcomes and relationships. The chapter emphasizes the importance of recognizing crucial conversations and why we should care about them. It explains that crucial conversations occur in all aspects of our lives, including personal relationships, work settings, and even within ourselves. By acknowledging the potential impact of these conversations and understanding their underlying dynamics, we can develop the skills needed to navigate them effectively. Key takeaway: by understanding the significance of crucial conversations and their pervasive nature, we can recognize their presence in our lives and take proactive steps to enhance our communication skills. Chapter 2: Mastering Crucial Conversations, the Power of Dialogue. In Chapter 2, the authors delve into the power of dialogue as a key tool for mastering crucial conversations. They emphasize that effective dialogue is essential for achieving desired outcomes and maintaining strong relationships. The chapter highlights the characteristics of healthy dialogue, such as open sharing of ideas, mutual respect, and a focus on reaching a shared understanding. The authors introduce the concept of pool of shared meaning, which represents the collective understanding and knowledge held by a group. They stress the importance of adding to this pool through dialogue rather than holding back or withdrawing. By actively participating in dialogue and embracing differing perspectives, individuals can enrich the pool of shared meaning and foster better decision-making and problem-solving. Key takeaway: dialogue is a powerful tool for mastering crucial conversations, as it promotes open sharing, respect, and the expansion of the collective knowledge within a group. Chapter 3: Start with Heart, How to Stay Focused on What You Really Want. In Chapter 3, the focus shifts to the importance of starting crucial conversations with the right mindset, starting with heart. The authors emphasize the significance of clarifying our intentions and staying focused on what we genuinely want to achieve from the conversation. The chapter introduces the concept of the fool's choice, which represents the false dilemma we often face in crucial conversations where we believe we have to choose between winning the argument or maintaining the relationship. The authors provide strategies for overcoming this choice and staying committed to a mutual purpose. Starting with heart also involves examining our own motives and avoiding negative emotions that can hinder effective communication. By maintaining a genuine desire for a positive outcome and nurturing a respectful approach, individuals can create a safe space for dialogue and increase the chances of reaching a successful resolution. Key takeaway: starting crucial conversations with a focus on our true intentions and staying committed to a mutual purpose creates a conducive environment for effective communication and successful outcomes. Chapter 4: Learn to Look, How to Notice When Safety is at Risk. In Chapter 4, the authors highlight the importance of being able to recognize when safety is at risk during crucial conversations. They explain that safety refers to the perception of whether it is safe for individuals to openly express their opinions, ideas, and concerns without fear of negative consequences. The chapter focuses on identifying signs that indicate safety is at risk, such as silence, violence, and various forms of withdrawal. By learning to look for these signs, individuals can assess the level of safety in a conversation and take appropriate steps to restore or ensure safety. The authors also introduce the concept of clever stories, the explanations we create to make sense of others' behavior. They explain how these stories can distort our perception of the conversation, making it essential to examine and challenge these stories to maintain a productive dialogue. Key takeaway: developing the ability to recognize signs of safety being at risk enables individuals to create a safe and conducive environment for crucial conversation. Chapter 5: Make It Safe, How to Make It Safe to Talk About Almost Anything. Chapter 5 explores strategies for making conversations safe. The authors emphasize that creating a safe space is crucial for open and honest dialogue, especially when discussing sensitive or contentious topics. The chapter introduces the concept of mutual purpose, where individuals work towards a shared goal or outcome. By establishing a sense of mutual purpose, people can reduce defensiveness and build trust, making it safer for all parties involved to express their thoughts and opinions. The authors provide practical techniques for making conversations safe, such as using contrasting to address misunderstandings, apologizing when necessary, and using contrasting and crib to resolve disagreements. Key takeaway: creating a safe environment for crucial conversations involves establishing a mutual purpose and utilizing techniques like contrasting and crib to foster understanding, build trust, and encourage open dialogue. Chapter 6, Master My Stories, How to Stay in Dialogue When You're Angry, Scared, or Hurt. Chapter 6 focuses on managing our internal stories during difficult conversations. The authors explain that our interpretations of events and the stories we tell ourselves can greatly influence our emotional state in the course of the conversation. The chapter highlights the importance of recognizing and challenging our default stories, which are often driven by negative emotions like anger, fear, or hurt. By mastering our stories, we can shift our perspective and approach the conversation with greater objectivity and empathy. The authors introduce the technique of tell the rest of the story to challenge our initial interpretations and consider alternative explanations. They also emphasize the need to separate facts from the stories we create, as facts are verifiable while stories are subjective interpretations. Key takeaway: being aware of and challenging our internal stories helps us manage our emotions and approach crucial conversations with greater clarity, empathy, and objectivity. Before we continue, we would like to inform you that we release these summaries in audio format on Spotify before we release them on YouTube in video format with subtitles. Thank you for the support, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Chapter 7, State My Path, How to Speak Persuasively, Not Abrasively. In Chapter 7, the authors delve into the importance of expressing oneself effectively during crucial conversations. They introduce the acronym STATE, which stands for Share Your Facts, Tell Your Story, Ask for Others' Paths, Talk Tentatively, and Encourage Testing. The chapter explores each element of the STATE technique in detail, providing practical guidance on how to use these skills to communicate persuasively and avoid coming across as abrasive. It emphasizes the significance of sharing facts objectively, telling our story without assuming intent, and being open to understanding others' perspectives. The authors also discuss the importance of speaking tentatively, using phrases such as "I think" or "it seems to me," to invite dialogue and encourage others to share their thoughts. Lastly, they highlight the value of encouraging testing and feedback to ensure a productive conversation. Key takeaway: by employing the STATE technique, individuals can express themselves persuasively and foster constructive dialogue during crucial conversations. Chapter 8, Explore Others' Paths, How to Listen When Others Blow Up or Clam Up. Chapter 8 focuses on the essential skill of listening actively and empathetically during challenging conversations. The authors highlight that when others become defensive or withdraw, it's crucial to explore their perspectives to keep the dialogue going. The chapter introduces the technique of a MPP, ask, mirror, paraphrase, and prime as a framework for effective listening. It emphasizes the importance of asking open-ended questions, mirroring or reflecting others' emotions and body language, paraphrasing to ensure accurate understanding, and priming by expressing genuine interest and empathy. The authors also discuss the concept of mutual purpose and mutual respect, which involves conveying a genuine desire to understand and respect others' viewpoints. This approach helps create a safe space for dialogue and encourages others to share their thoughts more openly. Key takeaway: by actively exploring others' paths and employing the AMPP technique, individuals can enhance their listening skills and foster a more productive and empathetic dialogue. Chapter 9, Move to Action, How to Turn Crucial Conversations into Action and Results. Chapter 9 addresses the critical step of turning crucial conversations into tangible action and results. The authors emphasize that without appropriate follow-through, conversations remain merely discussions without creating positive change. The chapter highlights the importance of establishing clear expectations, deadlines, and commitments to ensure accountability. It explores strategies for making action plans, setting goals, and tracking progress. The authors also discuss the role of mutual accountability and the power of regular check-ins to maintain momentum and address any obstacles or challenges that may arise along the way. Key takeaway: moving from conversation to action requires clear expectations, concrete action plans, and ongoing accountability to drive positive change and achieve desired results. Chapter 10, Yeah, But Advice for Tough Cases. Chapter 10 provides advice and strategies for handling tough cases, where conversations may be particularly challenging due to strong resistance, entrenched positions, or difficult personalities. The authors address common pitfalls, such as falling into the "yeah, but" trap, where individuals dismiss or invalidate others' viewpoints instead of genuinely considering them. They offer guidance on how to avoid defensiveness and resistance by creating a safe space for dialogue and seeking mutual understanding. The chapter also emphasizes the importance of patience, persistence, and maintaining the right mindset when dealing with tough cases. It encourages individuals to focus on building relationships, finding common ground, and exploring creative solutions. Key takeaway: handling tough cases requires patience, empathy, and a commitment to creating a safe and respectful dialogue that encourages understanding and promotes problem solving. Chapter 11, Putting It All Together, Tools for Preparing and Learning. In the final chapter, the authors bring together all the key concepts and techniques covered in the book. They provide tools and strategies for preparing for crucial conversations, overcoming common challenges, and continuing to learn and improve communication skills. The chapter emphasizes the importance of ongoing practice and reflection to enhance one's ability to handle crucial conversations effectively. It encourages individuals to learn from their experiences, seek feedback, and continue developing their communication skills. The authors also remind readers that becoming proficient in crucial conversations is a journey, and by applying the principles and techniques from the book, individuals can create positive change in their relationships and outcomes. Key takeaway: the final chapter offers valuable tools and guidance for preparing, learning, and continuing the journey of mastering crucial conversations to achieve more positive and successful outcomes.